Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy StumpD back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're doing a hybrid best friend showcase of the V2 Straw Hats, taking on the Forest of Training Straw Hawkins Forest. So that's the team, those are the supports. Let's dive in. Alright, so we're over here on stage 2 of the Holdem stage. Now, on stage 1, he makes all colored orbs unfavorable. So on the second turn, you can actually pop your Bonnie special. Now, what Bonnie does is she actually rotates all of your unfavorable, empty, block, and all those orbs into recovery orbs, which she actually makes matching. We're going to abuse this mechanic, but we are going to pass the turn first because there is still the threshold. Now, on Whitebeard, I have the Hina support, the treasure map Hina. She's very, very good. Those treasure map rare recruits had great support, so I definitely wanted to pick them up. But if you don't have Whitebeard or you don't have that Hina support, you can easily replace them with another character that can just remove threshold on this particular stage, and that should work absolutely fine. Once we've done that, we're going to lock all those recovery orbs, and because Whitebeard would normally give a base stat boost to strikers, int, and psi units, we are running the Straw Hats, and with their amazing captain ability, we can actually turn that into a rainbow base and a rainbow attack boost for the entire crew. And this is why the Straw Hats are the best friend captain. Legit. They are in a league of their own when it comes to running a friend captain. As long as you can synergize them with your captains, you make sure they get a buff, you can do some crazy things. And as you can see here, because they're a free spirit fighter character, we are running Yamato. Yamato then boosts the rest of the team. The Straw Hats are a rainbow captain, and it works very, very nicely. The Straw Hats are going to turn every buff that you guys see here into a rainbow buff. So the int buff that Bonnie provides becomes rainbow. The int, psi, and striker buff that YP provide becomes rainbow. And the slasher free spirit buff that Luffy and Zoro provide actually become rainbow as well. With their captain ability being a 5x captain, sorry, a 4.75 and then a 5x captain as the crew with an orb, it works really nicely here because we do have a full board of matching orbs the entire run. Bonnie makes recovery orbs matching. Luffy Sanji makes T&D orbs matching, but if you don't have Luffy Sanji or you want to run this team differently, you can use Verse Shanks over Whitebeard and then use V2 Shirishiri. Use the switch ability of V2 Shirishiri to lead up to this particular point, and that way you have overheal and you can take more damage on the Holdem stage. But the way I wanted to run it was just basically make it a bit quicker for myself, so I was using the support of Hina. Hina's just, it's such a good support, and I wanted to sort of showcase that too. As this is a showcase video, I am showcasing the V2 Straw Hats and sort of making the Hawkins Forest look super easy in comparison to what it actually is. You do want to make sure you either have V2 Shirishiri or Luffy Sanji on this team. Luffy Zoro, sorry, not Luffy Sanji. I'm going to do that throughout the video, so I do apologize. You do want to make sure you have them on the team because their switch ability can not only remove Special Bind, but it can also remove Slot Bind. Now, Luffy and Zoro were built for this forest, so having them on the team somewhere actually works very, very nicely. Another upside to using the Straw Hats V2 as a friend captain, it allows you to use Straw Hats on your team. I can use Robin, I can use Luffy and Zoro, I can use Sanji units, I can use Jinbei units, I can use Chopper units, I can use Brook units, and I can use Frankie units, I can use Nami units at my disposal, and then just bring a friend captain with the Straw Hats to get all of those nice benefits of making everything just rainbow. On the third turn against Kyoroshiro, we are going to use the Robin special. That's going to remove the defensive effects, and then thanks to the super typing of Yamato, we can actually get a not only a super type buff for our psi units on this particular stage, but we can also get a chain multiplier buff, and that way we can just easily take out Kyoroshiro on the third turn, which is awesome sauce. Moving on to Jack now. Jack's going to despair our captains for 2 turns, and once again, this is why having V2 Shirishiri or Zoro Sanji is... I can't say words. Luffy Zoro works quite well because we can remove 1 turn of despair. Jack also reduces our chain growth, and it's quite annoying, but this is the idea of this forest. You just want to try and hold on to as many recovery orbs as you possibly can for majority of the run. Thanks to Yamato giving a chain boundary boost, and then thanks to the Straw Hats and their amazing captain ability, especially when they are the Straw Hats getting that 5x captain, you can just sort of tear through this content. On this stage against Jack, we want to switch into Zoro, so we have the Dex variant. Keep the Straw Hats, not Luffy, so that way you have a Dex variant as well. Use their special, and their orb boost will actually become rainbow to the entire crew, which is really, really nice. Instead of being an orb boost to free spirits and slashes, it'll be an orb boost to the entire crew, which means we can do a lot of damage. A lot of damage. We also get a chain lock here as well, which works very nicely. And that Zoro and Luffy special gets very, very nice because it can go up to a 2.75 orb boost, which is really, really strong. On this stage against Zoro, Law, and Sober Mask, lol, rip Sober Mask, they are going to do some different things if you don't if you don't take them out. Ideally, you want to take out Law as quickly as possible here. So we are going to pop our Bonnie special. That Bonnie attack boost that's normally for Int is now a rainbow boost. So that way our entire crew is getting some sort of benefit from that, as well as getting a nice juicy chain lock, as we have been eating recovery orbs this entire time. When I saw this Straw Hat unit, the first unit I thought of was this particular Bonnie character for this particular forest, because it's very easy to get that 3.5 times chain lock. And it's very easy to hang on to the recovery orbs for the entire run, which works very, very nicely. As you can see, we decimate that stage, and then we move on to Jack. Now, Jack's a bit finicky, because he does give us... Well, he does put up 3 turns of damage reduction and threshold, and he blows away our friend captain every single, like, second turn, as well as giving us attack down. So we're going to stall here, but that's why we have these recovery orbs, so let's fast forward just a little bit. So once the defensive effects go away, Jack sort of starts doing, like, double strikes. But as you can see, like, we have enough healing with this particular team, and thanks to having 1.5 times extra HP from the Straw Hats, we have quite a juicy HP pool as well. So as you can see, we can heal up very easily and just use our normal attacks to take out Jack. Now, I would recommend trying to stall a little bit there just to get your specials ready to go, but it's not overly essential to have them, like, whack bang on. If you do get Bonnie special back, it will make this stage a little bit quicker, but at the end of the day, like, you have to stall those turns anyway, so it's not going to matter too much. On this stage against Kaido, we're going to pop our Verse Whitebeard special. I think I used the Verse ability as well, which I definitely wouldn't do. I would hang on to that until, like, the revive, but nevertheless, it really doesn't matter because I have so much HP on this stage anyway. So, it's absolutely hunky-dory. Utilizing the Whitebeard special, though, turns his Int, Sight, and Striker boost into a rainbow boost of a 2.5 times attack boost and a 1000 base stat boost, which is incredibly powerful just to get that as a rainbow stat boost. As you can see here, we just hit a perfect with our Luffy friend captain, and that way we can just do enough damage to easily take out Kaido on the first turn. Like, they just make team building so janky, but make everything just work so synergy. It's like what Mihawk said. Luffy has the ability to bring people together, and that is his most dangerous asset. And this character literally just... Oh, this super switch, by the way. Oh, it's so beautiful. I had to do it against Kaido as well. I had to do it against Kaido. We gotta keep it canon, right? And Luffy's ability to just turn everything into rainbow, or the Straw Hat's ability to turn into rainbow, is going to see a lot of play as a friend captain. You can easily just grab this guy, or as your own captain, obviously, so that way you have a lot of access to a lot of very good supports. You can easily just grab this guy as a friend captain, bring them along, and then just chuck on a whole bunch of units that are purely designed for content. They have changed the game when it comes to hybrid team building, and they are just absolute weapons. They're not the fastest captain, they're not the most, like, amazing captain for a particular piece of content. You put them in anywhere and they do amazing, amazing things. The big thing we haven't touched on is their final tap, which is absolutely insane. On the final stage, you just get it. And what it does is it takes all the damage from your crew members that attack before them, and it basically just adds that onto their damage. I think it starts at like 0.4, I think it is, and then goes up to 1.2 at final tap level 5, which is just incredibly strong. Let's watch this goddamn beautiful special, though. My god, that is hands down my favorite. Like, that's one of my... I think that is my favorite special animation in the entire game. Their special, as long as you don't have any buff, gives you an attack, orb, color affinity, and chain boost, which is absolutely insane. It's only 2 times, but that's a lot of damage coming from one unit. We can use Robin to remove the rest of the despair and the defense up, and it all just works very nicely here. We all are hunky-dory ready to go. We do have Yamato as well, which we don't actually need. I think I popped Yamato. You can use Yamato anywhere else in the run, because I forgot that Luffy gives this, like, the chain buff. But on this particular stage, you will see the power of the final tap. And this final tap is going to be god tier and stuff like Kazuna. You'll be able to do crazy things with Toki in the final tap, just guaranteeing this damage. So all that damage we just did before we hit with the Straw Hats is now adding onto theirs, and they are just going to do big numbers. Yeah, look, just absolutely insane. So that's going to wrap up the video today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the hybrid showcase, or the best friend showcase of the new V2 Straw Hats. Let me know what you think of them in the comment section below, and while you're down there, don't forget to smash that like button for me if you're new to the channel. Hit the big red subscribe button too, but guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.